Tacoma.
Welcome back to the TV classroom. I'm kind of in a singy mood today.
Ooh, what fun.
What fun. We never know what's going to happen.
It's like we need words to the theme song.
Right.
TV classroom time. Yeah,
We do. We almost need someone to
go.
make a song for us.
We'll have to
we
figure it
do.
out.
Well, let's check with our zones before we make a... Friends, my brain was going faster than my words. Let's check in with our zones.
Let's do that.
To see how we're feeling today. Now, we're going to play a little game.
This is going to be our brain game.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Our 3, 2, 1 freeze?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
To help us practice stopping and thinking.
Oh, yeah. So, and maybe we'll do this one, then we'll do some other scenarios and talk about how it would make us feel.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna think for a second where you are on that chart and then think about how you could act that out as a statue. And when I get to 0, you're going to freeze and see if the people around you can figure out what you're feeling. And you're gonna see if you can figure out what we're feeling. Are you ready, Miss Oslin?
Yes.
Are you ready, Mr. Kevin?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, 0.
All smiles.
I think we're all in the green zone.
I think so.
If you said we were in the green zone, ding, 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 ding.
Yes.
Not now.
Yes, you can stop now,
you can
Mr.
stop now.
Kevin. If you notice behind Mr. Kevin, there's a sign. It says,
Yes.
you can't see the whole sign. It says, "We appreciate you."
Woo.
And Oliver helped decorate it for him. And he has a balloon on his chair
He
that says,
does.
"Thank you."
Here we go. Let's see if I can. Yay.
There it is.
Yay.
We're appreciating Mr. Kevin today here at the
That's so
TV
nice.
classroom because of everything he does for us.
So much.
And it feels really good to show people appreciation. It makes me happy.
We got this idea because last week here at TV Classroom was Teacher Appreciation Week. And so
was.
we got some gifts and people just saying thank
And
you.
it felt so good.
It felt so good. And we were like, we need to pass this feeling along.
We did.
So that's
and
what we did.
planned one for Mr. Kevin
We
today.
did.
Got a few people involved. It was lovely.
That was so sweet. Thank you, teachers.
You're welcome, Mr. Kevin. So what are we going to do today, Miss Oslin?
We are going to
Check in with our 3 personal standards.
check in with our 3 personal standards.
That's important.
Today and every day, we agree to
Show respect, make good decisions, and solve problems. One way we are showing respect in the TV classroom is by taking a moment to hold space for us to honor our indigenous lands and people of the land that we're standing on.
Yes, and we're going to do that by looking outside the window. We're going to look at the sky, the trees, your surroundings. That's what's around you. Our physical space, that's where our bodies are. Our physical space stands on the historical and ancestral lands of the Puyallup tribe of Indians. We acknowledge the Puyallup tribe of Indians community, their elders, both past and present, as well as future generations. We make this acknowledgement as part of our work to dismantle the ongoing legacies of settler colonialism and unjust treatment. Now, when we say that we're taking space for this, what do we mean by that?
It means we're allowing ourselves to think, to feel, to listen without the influence of everything else.
We're also taking like time out of our lesson
We are.
because it's really
It's
important.
that important.
And we recognize that.
Every single lesson we film.
So I wonder how our students in Tacoma could take the space in their own lives
Ooh,
to acknowledge.
that's a great question.
I don't know.
I don't know. If you have some ideas, let us know.
Yes. Because we would like to learn from them and model them
Yes,
here on TV Classroom.
absolutely. And you know, I learn a lot from students,
So much.
probably more than anything else.
By
It's
far.
the one thing I've missed this year. The camera doesn't teach me much.
It doesn't. Okay, let's review our active listening posture. This is how we hold our body so that our brains can focus so that we can learn. So our active listening posture means we're looking at the speaker.
You want to see that graphic?
That'd be
That's
great.
helpful. Thanks, Mr. Kevin. We're quiet unless it's our turn to talk.
Yep.
And if it helps you, you're sitting still with your hands in your lap. or your hands in your own space. If it doesn't help you,
You can twiddle your fingers like this. You could wiggle your toes. You could tap on your leg, not the table, that's distracting. But just tapping on your leg isn't distracting.
sometimes I find standing helps me.
Sometimes you can get up
I
and
stand
stand.
during our lessons.
Yeah.
But then I find myself doing this,
And that's okay,
as long as it's not distracting.
as long as it's not out of control. Now, rolling around the classroom, that's not active listening.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
So you do what works for you because it's your learning and you are the one that needs to be learning.
I want to talk to the kids out there who they shake their leg when they concentrate or read or think. That's okay.
Oh, it is.
Because I do it.
I
A
shake
lot of
my legs
adults
here.
do
Oh,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do
come
that
from
all
a-
the time here in the TV
Yeah.
classroom. I'm constantly shaking my leg.
Yeah, and I come from a long line of leg shakers.
Do you?
So yeah, it's just a way that it kind of helps me process things.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or sometimes like
strategy.
holding something in your hand, like it helps me to hold a pencil.
Yep.
To remind myself that I'm being a student and that I need to be focused.
I'm a pen clicker. So as long as it's not too loud or distracting, that helps me focus.
I have something coming for you.
How exciting.
I'm excited to give it to you.
We ready for a brain game? Okay, so what were you saying about the 3, 2, 1?
Okay, so we're going to give a scenario.
Okay.
Something's happened where we'll come up with something that's happened,
Yes.
and then you have to show how you would feel if it was happening to you.
So we're definitely going to have to focus and stop
And think.
And it's important for us to be able to stop and think because, especially if this scenario is going to make us angry, we stop and think about how we're feeling and what we could do before we say or do anything.
And then we'll do a few of those, and then we might do one where like we're going to give you a scenario and you're going to act out without words how you'd solve it.
I like this brain game.
Okay. Do you want to come up with the first one or do you want me to?
I want you to.
Okay, you're working in a group with friends on a project and you make a mistake. And one of your friends says, "Now you've ruined the whole thing." How are you going to feel? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Oh, we're kind of doing
We have the same thing.
What were you feeling?
Shame,
I was feeling sad.
as I
We
feel
put
like
our
I
head
ruined
down.
it for everybody. Now, I want you to think and be the person who said, "You did it all wrong." What could you have done instead? Or how are you going to fix it? Because you've realized you've just hurt a friend's feeling. So now you get to do an acting out, not a freeze one. How are you going to make it better? What are you going to do to repair the relationship? Because friends, we all act in not nice ways sometimes.
Yes, it's hard to stop and think.
No one's perfect.
No.
So what are you going to do when you forget to stop and think and you realize you've just made someone feel really bad?
I've done this. I'm thinking of a time when I've done this.
Me too.
Okay.
Okay, so think about what you're going to act out. What are some ways you can repair that relationship? 3, 2, 1.
We kind of did the same thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I mouthed, "I'll help you fix it." That's a fun game.
That is.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, a scenario.
We'll do both sides of it. I like doing both sides of it because
I-
they all have both sides. They have
Yeah.
two different perspectives.
Yes. Okay. You are going to school, and it's your first day of in-person learning. 3, 2, 1.
Can I change mine?
Yeah. Because you can feel more than one feeling about a situation.
And you might be feeling really nervous, but your friend might just be really excited and not nervous at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So you show up and your friend is really excited, but you're really nervous.
uh-oh.
And your friend who's really excited is trying to talk to you, and you're not talking to them because you're nervous. What are you going to do? So you're the nervous person. Or you could be the excited person.
You get to choose which one are you and what are you going to do in this situation.
Okay. Are you ready?
No. Yes,
You just modeled stopping and thinking.
I did. I needed just a few more seconds.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Let me know when you're ready. It's gonna be okay. Do you want to eat lunch at the same table? Yes. Okay.
So I modeled saying,
I need
need
space. And I modeled being okay that she said she needed space. I appreciated her communicating with me that she wasn't ready. I didn't take that as she's being mean. No. She needed space. And I said, let me know when you're ready.
and then you asked me if I wanted to eat lunch
At
with you.
lunch, do you want to eat at the same table? And then maybe she'll be ready by lunch to talk and be excited.
Yes. What a fun brain game.
Yeah.
What an interesting way to think about how we can feel differently. Like I can feel multiple feelings in a situation, and you and I can feel differently in a situation.
Yeah.
And that it's important to think about how people around us are feeling and think about their point of view because it might be different.
And letting them have their point of view without trying to make them feel the way you're feeling. It's okay that our friends feel different. We don't all have to feel the same. It's a lovely thing.
It is. What an interesting segue. We have been learning about hurdles on the path to teamwork.
Yes, we have.
These are behaviors that get in the way of a team being successful. For example, the teamwork scenario that you gave where
Yep.
someone made a mistake.
They were blaming.
Blaming.
It's one of the really big hurdles in class when we're doing work together as a group. Instead of just taking on the feedback as a group and doing it together, students tend to break up the project into pieces, and then everyone's just responsible for their one piece instead of everyone being responsible for the whole thing. And that causes problems when one piece is not quite the quality that the other people wanted.
So today we're going to learn how to think things through and ask what might happen. So for example, thinking about a scenario, stop and think
What might happen?
what might happen if I do
blank. For example, in my scenario, what might happen if the person says, that's okay, you did your best? What might happen? The teacher says, that part's not correct. You're losing 3 points for that part. The person who did it isn't feeling very good about that. What might happen if the team says, that's okay, you did your best. Let us know if you want help next time.
Yes.
What would happen?
I think you'd maintain the relationship
I think so, and I think that person would feel valued
and probably learn the next time
to ask for help.
to ask for help.
What might happen if they say, you can't be on our team anymore?
Oh, excluding.
We don't want to work with you anymore because you don't do it right. What might happen?
Well, the person probably isn't going to
No.
learn much from that.
I have another what might happen that kind of feels icky.
Oh.
What might happen if the team says, oh, that's okay, we'll help you next time. But at lunch,
Oh.
they sit at a table together and don't let that person sit with them and talk about how that person made the mistake.
Ooh,
This happens a lot even in teaching.
it does.
Even adults do this.
So what might happen?
Oh, someone's going to feel really icky. A lot of people are going to feel really icky.
Even the people who are excluding feel icky.
It doesn't feel good.
Nobody
It
feels
might
good.
feel good at the time, But then you start thinking when you put your head on your pillow at night about how you would feel, and then you realize that's not okay.
It's particularly important to think about what might happen when our feelings are confusing.
Yes, because you might be really frustrated because you worked really hard on your part,
Yes.
and now you're going to get a grade that suffers because someone else didn't work as hard as you did, even though they probably did.
That's confusing.
It's confusing. These are not easy things to think about.
That's why it's important to stop and think,
What might happen?
and think about treating others the way they want to be treated.
So what might happen if the team says, you know what? Let's work on it together and turn it in again and see if we can get a better grade.
Oh, I bet the teacher would be really impressed with that
Really
plan.
impressed. And I bet that other student would feel really empowered.
And I bet next time they wouldn't like work harder, but they would figure out a way.
Right, to make sure it matched what everyone was thinking. The team will work better together the next time.
Yes.
And they might find that it's better just doing it all together.
Oh, yeah. We're going to think about when our feelings are confusing. We need to check in with our feelings thermometer.
Yeah.
Stop and think.
What
might
happen?
We're going to read a book today.
I love books.
This is a book that our second graders have read.
Ooh, Fireflies.
We love
This is a
this.
great book.
This is a book that's so interesting because the feelings are confusing.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When we get to some pages, can we stop and do our acting?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited. Okay.
Fireflies, Story and Pictures by Julie Brinklow. On a summer evening, I looked up from dinner through the open window to the backyard. It was growing dark. My treehouse was a black shape in the tree, and I wouldn't go up there now. But something flickered there a moment. I looked, and it was gone. It flickered again over near the fence. Fireflies. Don't let your dinner get cold, said Mama.
Can we?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to freeze frame. I'm going to count down from 3. How is this character feeling right now?
Mr. Kevin?
And teachers, I have a couple of camera angles to get closer on you for each of your freeze frames. So I'll do you first, Mrs. Wally.
Where do I need to look?
Just you'll look up there.
Okay.
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 And
Ready?
And then Mrs. Oslin will look at the at that one.
Okay.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
3,
Ready?
2, 1.
Okay. And now Mrs. Oslin.
Mine kept changing.
That's confusing.
I was excited, but then I
Yeah.
was really nervous because the treehouse was dark. And then my dinner might get cold, but I really wanted to figure out what was flickering up into my treehouse.
Yeah.
So then I got excited again, but then my mom said it'll get cold. Then I got worried. Oh, that's confusing. So I
So,
need to stop
and
and think about what might happen next. What if?
What if you don't eat your dinner and you just run outside?
Well, then I'm going to be really hungry. What if I eat my dinner and then go outside? Then it might get really dark. But there's those things flickering.
I was just thinking that.
Maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep reading and
Here we
find
go.
out what they do.
I forked the meat and corn and potatoes into my mouth. Please, may I go out? The fireflies. Mama smiled and Daddy nodded. Go ahead, they said. I ran from the table down to the cellar to find a jar. I know where to look, behind the stairs. The jars were dusty, so I polished one clean on my shirt. Then I ran back up 2 steps at a time. Holes, I remembered, so they can breathe. And as quietly as I could, so she wouldn't catch me doling them, I poked holes in the top of the jar with Mama's scissors.
Don't
What
take
might
Mama's
happen?
sewing scissors.
The screen door banged behind me as I ran from the house. If someone said, "Don't slam it," I wasn't listening. I called to my friends in the street, "Fireflies!" But they had come before me with polished jars, and others were coming behind. The sky was darker now. My ears rang with crickets and my eyes stung from staring too long. I blinked hard as I watched them. Fireflies. Blinking on, blinking off, dipping low, soaring high above my head, making white patterns in the dark. We ran like crazy, barefoot in the grass. Catch them, we cried, grasping at the lights. Suddenly, a voice called out above the others, "I caught one!" And it was my own. I thrust my hand into the jar and spread it open. The jar glowed like moonlight, and I held it in my hands. I felt a tremble of joy and shouted, "I can catch hundreds!"
We should do a feeling.
This is a really good
Ready?
spot. Yeah.
3,
Okay.
2, 1.
We're so excited.
I don't even know without jumping how to act.
Well, and
What did you do? Did you do the same at home? You better have done it with us.
The author gave us a clue.
They did.
I felt a tremble of joy.
Those were some really descriptive words that the author used. Tremble of joy.
Have you ever been so happy that you kind of get shaky?
Yes. It's
That's what
almost
that
like
means.
yellow zone happy.
Yes. High energy. Then we dashed about, waving our hands in the air like nets, catching 2, 10, hundreds of fireflies, thrusting them into jars and waving our hands for more. Then someone called from my house, "It's time to come in now." And others called from other houses. And it was over. My friends took their jars of fireflies to different homes.
I think we should do one.
Because this might be kind of confusing.
Yeah. 3, 2, don't forget to do it. 1, 0. Ms. Austin and I keep having the same actions.
What were you feeling?
Disappointed because I was having fun.
I know that it's hard for me when I have something that's really exciting and then it ends.
I get this feeling in the pit of my stomach that's like, ugh. Like especially when I look forward to something and it's like days and days and days away and I like wait with anticipation and I get more and more excited and then it happens but it doesn't last very long and then it's over and I'm like,
That can be confusing.
that's how I feel. Because I really enjoyed it but now I feel sad. But I'm happy because I got to do it.
Yes.
It can be really confusing, friends.
This reminds me of one of my sons just had a birthday.
Oh,
There was
yes.
months of anticipation about his birthday, counting down the days, and suddenly it's his birthday. And then he was really sad because he's like, well, the day is here and I'm happy and excited, but I know it's going to end soon.
Right. This has been really fun anticipating. Anticipation is a fun thing. And then you know it's going to be over and so you kind of feel sad. And that's okay.
It is okay. It's when we need to stop and think about what might happen. What are you going to do?
Yes, Mr. Kevin?
So I was going to say, that's why I always try to have something to look forward to
What a great idea.
at the end of every day or at the end of every week. Always have something in the pipeline.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Even something little.
Even something little, like, tonight after dinner, I'm going to have a little square of chocolate.
Oh.
Right?
Yes. Look forward to that all day.
That'll be
Look
fun.
forward to that all day. Why not? It's the little things.
It is.
It is.
It's the little things.
I climbed the stairs to my room and set the jar on a table by my bed. Mama kissed me and turned out the light. I caught hundreds, I said. Daddy called from the hallway. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile, I called back. I caught hundreds of fireflies. In the dark, I watched the fireflies from my bed. They blinked off and on, and the jar glowed like moonlight.
Wow, look at all those fireflies.
But it wasn't the same. The fireflies beat their wings against the glass and fell to the bottom and lay there. I shut my eyes tight and put the pillow over my head. They were my fireflies. I caught them. They made moonlight in my jar, but the jar was nearly dark. I flung off the covers. I went to the window, opened the jar, and aimed it at the stars. Fly.
I get goosebumps every time I get to that page.
Yes. Why?
Because this character is thinking about the fireflies. And even though they're his and he caught them, he realizes that that's not where they're happy. He's using the platinum rule of thinking how they want to be treated and that they don't want to be stuck in a jar.
That's hard.
Really hard. He has to stop and think. What would happen if I kept them in the jar?
Oh.
The light was already getting dim. Then they would die in the jar. What if I let them out of the jar?
Oh.
I won't get to see them, but they'll be flying and happy.
And then they'll make more fireflies.
So I can see
So
more
I can
fireflies.
see more fireflies. Then the jar began to glow, green, then gold, then white as the moon, and the fireflies poured out into the night. Fireflies, blinking on, blinking off, dipping low, soaring high above my head, making circles around the moon like stars dancing. I held the jar, dark and empty, in my hands. The moonlight and the fireflies swam in my tears, but I could feel myself smiling.
So crying, but smiling.
That's confusing.
Why are they crying and smiling?
I can think of a couple different reasons why I would be crying. I would be sad that I had to let the fireflies go. Or maybe they are appreciating how beautiful the fireflies are.
It could be that.
And sometimes when we see things that are so beautiful, it can bring us to tears.
Yes, all the time. Have you ever felt this way? Have you ever felt the way where you're feeling sad and happy at the same time? That's so confusing.
It is.
It's really normal.
It's hard to know what to do. That's why we need to stop and think. Check in with our feelings thermometer. And if we recognize that we're feeling a 4
Or a 5.
we're going to use our stop and stay cool steps. We're going to say, I feel like I'm losing control. Stop. Give yourself a chili hug. Take some deep breaths. And then hopefully that will help you be cool and ready to make a decision about what you should do. Because you will have done some thinking about what might happen. This is your self-talk.
Yes.
What might happen? What would happen if I... What would happen if I...
This may stop you from doing something that would harm yourself or others, their feelings or their bodies.
Today we're learning to think things through.
That's right.
And ask what might happen, especially when our feelings are strong
Yes.
or confusing.
Yes.
And I think it's always best just to go back to the platinum rule.
Yep.
Treat people
The way or things.
Or things, thank you. That's why it says treat others, because it could be the fireflies too.
That's right.
Treat others the way
they
want to be treated. Now, your thinking is to answer the question, why is it important to stop and think what might happen?
And you can do this in a lot of different ways. You could do a painting.
Oh, yeah. You could do a drawing.
You could act it out with a friend.
Ooh, that'd be fun. You could write about it.
You could sing a song.
Oh, you could act it out with puppets or...
If you
Stuffed
know how
animals.
to use Minecraft, you could build a story of what's happening.
That's cool.
I learned about Minecraft from Mr. Ryan. I don't know much about it, but you might know about it. I'm going to learn this summer all about it.
Yes. Very exciting. It says write, but create, however it is that you're going to talk about, why it's important to stop and think and ask what might happen. We would love for you to send us your work and your thinking about what might happen. Mr. Kevin, what are the 2 ways that our friends could send us their thinking?
Well, So a wise person once said, if you love someone or something, set them free, right?
Oh.
So set free an email to us at the TV Classroom, tacoma.k12.wa.us, or
That's right.
you can set free a piece of mail to the TV Classroom at 601 South 8th Street, Tacoma, Washington, 98405.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin.
Mr. Kevin.
Our affirmation. I think because today is Producers Appreciation Day, we should all pause and remind ourselves that we are appreciative
Yes.
of the people and things around us.
I love it.
So I'll take a deep breath together. Say our affirmation.
I am appreciative of the people and things around me.
Excellent job today, friends. We hope you have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the mountain. And we look forward to seeing you back here next time in our TV Classroom.
Bye, friends.
Hi kids, welcome to Jurassic Parkour. Walk with me. Today we are going on an adventure. We are going to be hiking and running in search of a hidden waterfall. But be warned, there will be dinosaurs. These are the rules. 1. Keep moving. We will be alternating between hiking and running, but don't stop. If you can't run or walk, try finding other parts of your body you can move. Whenever you hear Dr. Malcolm say, "Must go faster," you go faster. Don't stop until we make it to the waterfall. Have fun. Must go faster. Let's run! Look out for those dinosaurs. Must go faster.
This way.
Go faster! Whoa! That was a close one. Good job, you guys. Keep up the good work. Look out for those dinosaurs. Come on, keep going. Oh, good job, you guys. You're working hard. Whew. Keep up the good work. We can make it. You guys are doing a great job. Keep it up. We're almost to our rest spot. Good job. Whew. Good job, you guys. Now it's time for a little break. Slow down and let's go at a walking speed. Good job. Look how beautiful this forest is. Boy, this fresh air does feel good, doesn't it? Good job, you guys. You're awesome. Keep up the good work. But get ready.
Must go faster.
Oh no! More dinosaurs! Look out! Look out, guys! Start running! Good job! Get in the herd, you guys, and keep running! Don't fall down! Stay on your feet! Good job! Keep up the good work! Let's make it to the forest!
Must go faster.
Run, guys, run! First dinosaurs, now volcanoes? Oh, come on. We can do it, though. Let's go. Keep going. We got this. Whoa. To the trees. Whew. Nice job, everybody. We made it to another safe spot. Wow. Look how pretty this water looks. Boy, I could go for a swim. We're getting closer to the waterfall, so keep up the good work. All right, here we go. Get ready. Catch your breath. All right.
Must go faster.
More volcanoes! Run! Whoa! Whoa! Come on, we can do it, guys.
Must go faster.
All right, here we go, guys. Keep working hard. You are all doing awesome. You're superstars. This is when we start getting tired, but we're getting closer to the waterfall. So keep working hard, keep moving, and we're gonna make it. Whoa! Good job. I'm proud of you. Whoa! Good work. We got this. Woo. Woo. This has been the wildest hike I've ever been on. Woo. But I know we can outrun these dinosaurs. You all have been working hard.
Did we lose it? No.
All right. We got this. Whoa. He's getting a little bit close. Keep running.
Hit the brakes.
Woo. Look out for these ones with the spiny tails. Whoa! Whoa!
Must go faster.
Whoa! Great job, class. Final stretch. We're almost to the waterfall. Just move as fast as you can. We got this. Come on, run. Whoa! There's the waterfall. We gotta jump. Get ready. Here we go. Here we go. Get ready to jump. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Nice job, everybody. We made it. Boy, Did that waterfall feel good? Now, we're going to have a little bit of a warm down. We're going to walk nice and easy to catch our breath and let our heart rate drop down and let our lungs get more oxygen into our body, because that was a lot of hard work. You are all superstars. Thank you for joining me on this amazing Jurassic parkour hike through the woods. Good job, everybody, and we'll see you next time.